Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities and Miniatures. I am High Lord Tamberlane, and this here in front of me is the Arch Revenant, who I have finally gotten a hold of. The Arch Revenant for the Sylvaneth army for Age of Sigmar. This was the special model that was included with the, what was it called, the Looncurse box? I think so. Anyway, finally got a hold of him, even though I don't have a Looncurse box and I still need the Swig Dude. But I really like this model and all that it has going on. So we have about 18 parts here. You can see it's got a very elaborate helmet, which is nice because I don't really care for the pretty boy elf faces that most of them have. Now, being a Revenant, we have the kind of half human, half tree body. We've got a very fancy looking cape here, and shield and blade. And I want to say these two bits actually make the little rock-based scenery. It's actually a skull that the Revenant itself is going to stand on. Can't tell if it's supposed to be male or female, not that it really matters. But the coolest part, I think, is the insect wing backpack that it has going on here. So these wings actually attach to this little buggy guy right here, and then that goes on to the Revenant's back. So, pretty simple for the most part. Like I said, quite a few pieces, 18 pieces. It's a bit more than a Malithor Kingdom Death model. But it does include the base, the wings, the bug, flowing hair, parts of the armor, and all that. So I'm going to grab those clippers, and we're going to get our Revenant started here. Alright, and as you can see, we've got our Arch Revenant pretty much done. And the reason I say pretty much done is because I didn't actually fully attach her cloak, but we did attach the backpack unit to it. I didn't realize that the wings were a little bit asymmetric. They don't actually go straight across. You got one kind of going up and kind of going down, and that is intentional. After looking at the directions, it is supposed to be like that. I wasn't sure at first. I thought they looked kind of weird and I did it wrong, but no, everything went together really smoothly. Now, I don't have her on the correct base because I glued something else to her base, but that's okay. We got a nice little detailed skull with the branches all growing through it. And then we have the Arch Revenant herself. So what's funny was she's pretty much topless, but you can't really tell that because the armor and the hair all covers it up very nice and neatly. I mean, everything just kind of falls into place on the model, and it looks quite nice. So I don't have any of the generic basic Revenants, but what I do have, so we precariously balance her there, are the Sylvaneth from Warhammer Underworlds. And you can see right here, obviously these guys are a little bit more dynamic than the models that you would get like with Looncurse, where she was included, or with a regular box of tree Revenants. But yeah, she absolutely fits in pretty nicely there. And I guess because of the wingspan, that's why she's going to have a 40 millimeter base, because the 30 millimeter base just isn't going to cut it. I mean, I think it'd be really cramped. You probably could squeeze her on there, and it might actually work, but I could be wrong. So I'm quite happy to get her in, and now it makes me want to get some more tree Revenants. It's just a matter of time, I'm afraid. Especially my son has decided he wants to play goblins, so another Looncurse box looks like it might be a wise purchase in the near future if we can find one at a reasonable price. So we're going to keep our eyes peeled. And it was nice to finally track this model down, and I did not have to pay an insane amount of money, because what they're asking for online is not particularly pleasant. So keep your eyes peeled. Hopefully eventually you might be able to get one for a reasonable price too. With that said, hey, you know what? She may end up being an individual release sometime in the future too. But this is High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures saying see you later, and hopefully you'll be back soon, because I know we will. Bye-bye.